Welcome guys. As you guys already know that PUBG Mobile recently added 90 FPS settings to the game, but for the moment it is exclusively available to Oneplus 7 Pro, 7T, 8 and 8 Pro. And later it's gonna be available on some other flagship phones which supports 90Hz or above display. But iPhone still don't have any phone with 90Hz or above display in its entire lineup, so its user will have to stick with extreme option, which means 60 FPS. So what's gonna happen next? Do you really need 90 FPS upgrade? Will the 90 FPS Android user will have any significant advantage over the iPhones? To find that out, I'm gonna put OnePlus 7 Pro 90 FPS and iPhone 11 Pro Max to some test. And I'm gonna show few things which are way more important than getting more than 60 FPS. But first, we have to find out what are the main advantages of high FPS gaming and why pro PC gamers prefer 120 to 40Hz display. And the key reasons are fast moving target tracking, quick target hitting through narrow view, flick shots, fast aim switching, strafing and jiggling target tracking, and looking around very fast here and there in a fast pace. I asked my opponent to jump randomly from any place from this container. I tried hitting target quickly from both phones one by one. First, let's check the iPhone with 60 FPS. With almost real-time gyroscope input and output and fast touch response time, iPhone felt very great and snappy. I was able to perform fair enough with the iPhone, although it could be better with more practice and more FPS, that's a fact. Now let's check the OnePlus 7 Pro. Although I'm now playing on 90 FPS, I cannot hit my target as good as the iPhone. There's something terribly wrong I feel on this phone after playing on iPhone. In fact, I know what's wrong, but before coming to it, let's do another test. And this test is also an important reason why high FPS monitors are used among pro players. My opponent will quickly pass from here and I will try to hit him. Let's try OnePlus first. I'm sure I'm shooting my target at the right time, but it does not hit. I tried several times, but it does not hit any time. What's the reason? Am I too slow? Now let's check the iPhone. With the iPhone, I am able to hit my target many times, almost every time, even I am playing on 60 FPS. And the reason behind is that OnePlus has much slower touch response time than the iPhone. And touch response time or latency is like what you do in your phone and when it appears to happen in your phone. The delay between that is touch response time, and many companies started talking about it with like touch sampling rate. Let me demonstrate it to you with a slow motion camera. First, let's do the gyroscope test. I'll quickly tilt my phone and see yourself. I tilted my phone, but my aim started moving a bit later. Let's check it again. As you can see, when I tilt my phone, my aim does not move immediately. It moves a bit later. And that's a huge problem with OnePlus 7 Pro. Now let's test this on the iPhone. On the iPhone, things are completely different. Gyroscope response time is almost real time. And that's amazing. Now let's do the touch response time test. Let's start with the Oneplus. As you can see, I started moving my aim, but in the game it appears to move later. It didn't move immediately, and that's the latency issue. Let's check it on the iPhone. On the iPhone, there is also some delay, but it's far less than the OnePlus. This touch delay exists on all smartphones, but iPhones are better in this than Android. But if you consider Android gaming phones such as ROG 3 or Black Shark, they have great touch response times, even better than the iPhone. But OnePlus is not a gaming phone by far, they just fake advertise it. OnePlus 7 Pro has terrible gyroscope input-output delay added with sluggish touch response time, which means there is a difference between what you do in your phone and when it appears in your game, and that makes 90 FPS of OnePlus is useless. And hence making OnePlus not a good phone to play PUBG Mobile even at 90 FPS when compared to iPhone, and that's the reason all pro players prefer iPhone to play PUBG Mobile, even those who are sponsored by OnePlus. But wait, there are few things which are still better at 90 FPS, and that's when you look around in many directions in a very fast pace like this. 90 FPS makes it a bit easier to spot enemies while you are moving fast and looking in every direction in a very fast way. And please don't shout on me why I'm comparing OnePlus 7 Pro instead of 8 Pro. Sorry, but I don't have 8 Pro. And to be fair, I remember when OnePlus 7 Pro was launched, it was hyped as a gaming phone by the company itself, and many big streamers and pro players were sponsored by it. But all they used to play the game on the iPhone even when they were sponsored by OnePlus. And if that's not humiliating to the company, I don't know what it is. I suggest you people to stay away from 90 FPS hype and go for the iPhone if you have the budget. Even iPhone XR with 60 FPS is a way better deal than a 90 FPS phone with a bad touch response and gyroscope. But now you know the reason why iPhone is the king of PUBG mobile devices. I heard Asus ROG has faster touch response time, even much faster than the iPhone, but nobody talks about its gyroscope. I hope it's better than OnePlus, but I don't have ROG 3 with me to test. So if you are playing at 60 FPS on the iPhone, then don't even think about to switch to Android for 90 FPS. Stick to the iPhone until it adds 90Hz display to iPhone 12 or maybe 13. Maybe I or maybe someone else need to test another hyped Android ROG 3 before I can change my words. And just to let you know guys, I am not an Apple fanboy. I am Android fanboy, and there are many things I don't like about the iPhone, but when it comes to PUBG, iPhone is the best. So that concludes this video today. I hope you like my effort. Don't forget to like this video, and you can subscribe to my channel for future test videos about PUBG. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.